Donald Trump is endorsing cryptocurrency. Should you invest in crypto? Let's talk about it. This is the Rule Your Money Show. I am your host, Dakota Grady. Y'all, we're gonna dive right into the topic today. Donald Trump is endorsing cryptocurrency. Why is he endorsing crypto? We'll talk about it, and we'll also discuss what crypto is and if you should invest in it or not. So let's dive right into the conversation. So from my research, Donald Trump basically received cash payments from some big investors who are big into cryptocurrency, such as Bitcoin. Actually, one of the people who was endorsing him was Elon Musk. You all may have known him from SpaceX and also Tesla. So Trump received funding from those particular investors, and in exchange for that, he said he would do certain things. Like he said that he would fire the commissioner of the U.S. SEC, or the Security and Exchange Commission, right? He also said that he wanted to have all the remaining Bitcoin be mined in the U.S. He said he would also raise interest rates. And of course, I know that the Federal Reserve Commissioner is the one who is able to do that, not the President of the United States. And he also said he wanted to stockpile Bitcoin in the US. So those are things that he said he would do in exchange for the support of those particular Bitcoin investors. He also met with a group of people, and I think in Florida, to discuss Bitcoin. And after that, he started supporting cryptocurrency. So what exactly is cryptocurrency? In short, it's basically information where people are solving complex math problems, and their basically reward to solve them is a coin, Bitcoin. And those particular coins are virtual currency, cryptocurrency. They're on what is called blockchain technology. Blockchain technology tracks the transactions of the cryptocurrency, whether it's buying or selling. So people can get a virtual wallet through maybe a Coinbase or Robinhood account to be able to buy and sell cryptocurrency. That's how you get access to it. You access the wallet and be able to get the Bitcoin or the Dogecoin or wherever, Ethercoin, whatever you're desiring to buy. Now, some cryptocurrency has different purposes, uses for it. Some are made for certain utilities, such as applications. Some are used for purchases, such as Bitcoin. Bitcoin is used to buy and sell, right? So it's digital currency, a digital asset. It's almost similar to playing a video game such as Zelda, where you're collecting coins to buy certain things. Now we've turned that game per se into a real life thing where we're collecting coins, i.e. Bitcoin, to buy and sell things, right? But behind Bitcoin, behind cryptocurrency, is simply information. There's nothing else behind it but information. Again, is people solving complex math problems to gain access to the information, and then they get rewarded through a coin. And the IRS sees those coins as property, like a home, right? Not necessarily cash, but property. The question is for you and for me is, should we invest in Bitcoin? Should we invest in this thing of the future? Apparently, Donald Trump knows something that we may not even be considering, such as how other countries are also investing in Bitcoin, such as China and Russia, right? Is he thinking that Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency is going to be used for the exchange, right? As currency. Now that the dollar is under pressure, and are we going to move away from the dollar to start using cryptocurrency? We don't know. But what we do know is Donald Trump is endorsing it. So the question is, should you and should we invest in cryptocurrency, in Bitcoin? Well, the answer to that question is, let me define why I'm saying no. I say no. Here's why. The first thing I say no to investing in cryptocurrency is because that particular market industry isn't regulated. In fact, cryptocurrency is outside of the scope of government agencies, such as it's actually deregulated. So it's saying that it's not a centralized organization that can regulate this particular industry, cryptocurrency. So, for example, the banking system in the US is governed by the Federal Reserve. So they have control of that system. There's no control, there's no central location, there's no central organization that has authority over Bitcoin. Although the US is trying to regulate it, apparently it's not doing a good job because according to my research, it's showing that people who are being sued, right, taking to court for Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, they're saying that there aren't really any guidelines to tell them what to really do, how to operate in this particular industry. So Donald Trump wants to create an alliance to create rules for this particular industry so that they can be compliant. There's no compliance right now for that particular industry. Other than, again, if you are buying and selling in Bitcoin, you're making money on Bitcoin, you have to pay taxes on that money, right? On those sales. And if you're selling it at a profit, you're not paying capital gains tax, or maybe even ordinary gains, or ordinary income tax, you say. So I don't like it because if someone were to steal if someone were to hack into your wallet, for example, take your money, who's going to regulate that? Who's going to be the middle person between you and that thief, you and that scammer? In fact, when I researched this, it said that the applications people using, such as the wallets, right, the digital virtual wallets, they can be hacked into and your information is stolen or your coin is stolen. In fact, it said that some people have lost their passwords, and the password is lost, so you can't access your wallet, and that's not good, right? So again, you don't have anyone between you and the thief to vouch for you, to support you, to get your money back, right? So that's the downside of Bitcoin, number one. Number two is it's not providing any value, right? There's nothing behind Bitcoin but information. It's not information that's solving world problems other than getting people income, which is good, but what value is it adding? What services and goods is it really adding? None at all. In fact, in order to create a Bitcoin, there's what they call data mining. Again, there are people who are using information, they're trying to solve problems, they're using electricity. There's more being used, energy being expensed than actually the value that Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is providing. So there's no value being returned. What's my return on my investment? Yes, I put money into Bitcoin, but how is it growing? Is it growing because of people are creating goods and services and companies are growing because people are buying that particular service, that good? Or is it all based on speculation, on feelings, emotions? Oh, President Trump is going to be, Donald Trump is going to be the new president. Let's increase the value of Bitcoin. Let's increase the value of it. In fact, when I looked at research, it showed that Bitcoin was worth, I think, over $95,000, right? People are going to say they're going to push beyond that valuation point, right? I'm like, but what value is it adding? How is it increasing or improving people's lives other than, again, if you're buying and selling it, but what is behind Bitcoin other than information? Nothing. So my point is, it's not providing any value per se. It's not doing anything. It's just information. And the third thing is, well, before I change that, before I go forward, if you have an asset that's going to increase in value, let me tell you what you should invest in, all right? You should invest in a stock or bond. Why? Because something behind that stock or bond is a company, a business, right? Or I recommend highly to invest in mutual funds, but I'm saying the whole point is there's something behind a mutual fund, a stock, and a bond, and that is a business, a company that provides goods and services to help people improve their lives, or even just to enjoy life more. The whole point is there's something that is of value behind a stock or bond or mutual fund, and that is a company, a business. There's also value in real estate. What's behind real estate? A building, right? A piece of property is going up in value over time if it's in a good area, and you get cash flow from rental income, whether it's commercial property or something that's residential. The whole point is there's an asset behind that particular asset, and the asset is a building or a house, right? So the whole point is you want to invest in something that's going to make sense. You need to see a balance sheet and an income statement or P&L when it comes to your asset. You want to see that there's something of value behind that thing. You don't just speculate that I want to buy this trendy thing, this trendy currency, but nothing behind it. Don't jump on the bandwagon because someone who is an influencer says go invest in this, or if someone of influence such as the president of the United States says go buy cryptocurrency, why am I buying something that doesn't make sense for me to put money into if there's nothing behind it but information? It's not information that's helping cure cancer or help people make more money. It is on the service side of it, under the actual asset is nothing there but information. So invest in something that's going to actually have value, is providing value, goods and services, you can measure it, right? And lastly, Bitcoin isn't widely accepted for payment. Because again, because you have a piece of cryptocurrency doesn't mean it's made for payments. Like, for example, I have a business, I do accounting and taxes and personal finances, right? Oh, and by the way, if you need help with personal finance and accounting and taxes, go to decodegreater.com, get your help there, find an accounting and tax pro, help you with your bookkeeping and taxes for your business. And if you need help with personal finances, get your book. My copy of the book, Broke, is there available for you to purchase as well. And then if you want a journal, email me at decodegreater@decodegreater.com. But anyway, the whole point is I don't take Bitcoin for payment. I take cash and debit cards. And if people want to pay with credit cards, that's fine too, but I accept cash and credit, right? Or cash, and I accept debit cards. Again, if people want to pay with credit cards, that's fine too, but I don't recommend it. But if they do, I accept cash, credit, and debit. I don't accept Bitcoin, right? So if you come to me for my services, I don't accept Bitcoin. I don't care if you are Elon Musk. I'm not doing business with you without cash, debit, or credit. That's it. That's simple. So I think that it's going to be really, really difficult for Americans to really adapt to cryptocurrency because everyone isn't going to be ready for cryptocurrency, especially if you're older, right? You're a seasoned person. You want to use cash, credit, right? Or debit, or maybe you just straight cash. You don't care about electronics. You want to just get money and use cash only. You don't have a debit card. You say, I go buy stuff with cash only. Or maybe if you're younger, even though you're younger doesn't mean you have adapted to the digital era, right? We're in the digital era, information era. But the whole point is people may have to have their mindset changed to really trust a currency. Like people trust the US dollar because it's been around for so many years, decades, right? Virtual currency hasn't been around that long. Maybe about 10 years, maybe. But the whole point is it's not widely accepted around the world, especially in small businesses. I mean, some may accept crypto, like if my church, they accept crypto with payments for tithes and offerings, but if you come to me, you're gonna have to pay cash, debit, or credit. Or I'm sure none of my friends run business except crypto that I'm aware of. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But the whole point is, people will have to rely on, have to trust in the medium of exchange in order to say, I'm going to accept this money or this exchange, this fiat, whatever, for payment for goods and services that I provide. So, should you invest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, as the president said? No. Here's why. It's not a regulated industry, 1. 2, it's not providing any value. And 3, it's not widely accepted by people around the world. So that's why you should not invest in Bitcoin. You can if you want to, but if you come to me, talk to me about it, my opinion about Bitcoin or crypto, I would say don't invest in it. Invest in things like real estate, mutual funds, a business, and create digital assets such as audiobooks, ebooks, e-courses, right? To help you to increase your income. And that way you'll own a piece of an asset that is going to provide goods and services to you, your community around the world. Bitcoin, you can invest in that, but what value is it adding to you? Yeah, you may be able to buy something and hold it and sell it like a stock, but I'm like, unless that particular stock has been tokenized, meaning it has been turned from or transferred or converted from a stock to a piece of digital currency, I won't waste my time buying Bitcoin or Dogecoin or whatever the coins you are wanting to invest in. And I recommend, if you do invest in cryptocurrency, be aware that currently it's not regulated, the industry is regulated, so if you get scammed, you may well just say, your money's gone, that's it, you can't get it back. 2, I believe that you need to do your homework, because this industry has had issues in the past when people have invested in this particular, say, cryptocurrency and wasn't able to get their money back. I met a guy last year in North Carolina. He said he invested a lot of money in some kind of virtual currency and he wasn't able to get his money back. So do your homework, be prepared for a lot of risk in the industry, and it's trendy. So it's trending. Will it be around in 5 years, 10 years? I don't know. Possibly not. But the whole point is, do your homework and make sure you're ready to invest before investing. So if you like this episode, I want to encourage you to comment, hit the subscribe button, also notification button so you won't miss an episode. This is the Rule Your Money Show. Thank y'all for watching.